Today, I'm going to give you 10 tools that you can do almost any landscape job that you can think of on a budget. Now, there's lots of variations out there, and there's lots of things that make things easier, but they're way more expensive. But in my opinion, you can do almost anything with these 10 tools. So let's first start off with pruning, trimming, and cleanup. So these hand trimmers here, these are going to be for more fine shrubs, fine plants and smaller plants. We can use these to cut back in the spring and fall. Then for more hardwood type stuff, of course, you need a pair of loppers for cutting through those thicker woody stemmed type plants. Those two things are usually relatively inexpensive. You can find them at most hardware stores. Now there are other options, motorized trimmers. And the other options for this are a chainsaw. If you just want to get started and you need a few hand tools, you don't mind doing a little hard work, these do a great job. After you get done with your trimming, you're going to want to do your cleanup. So you have a couple different rakes. So the leaf rake is great for trimming up light things, leaves, stringy plants like liriope, small stemmed plants like hydrangeas. And then of course the metal rake is great for spreading mulch. So after you do all your cleanup and you want to spread mulch or river rock, that's what your metal rake is for. It's very hard to do that with spread that kind of stuff with the leaf rake. The rock is just too heavy, and so you need that metal rake to move that kind of stuff around. Same with the mulch. So once you've established that you want to do mulch or river rock and that you've got your plants trimmed, let's say you have to replace a plant. I recommend getting an edging shovel. And the edging shovel is nice because one, it allows you to redefine your flower bed edge, but it also can serve as a very productive hole digging tool. A spade shovel is really nice as well for this, but if I'm on a budget, this shovel will do two purposes. It'll serve two purposes. It'll dig a nice deep hole for planting any plants. You can round it off, make it as wide or as narrow as you need to be, and it will also redefine your flower bed edge, whereas your spade shovel, you can't redefine that flower bed edge. It has that convex curve that makes it really tough to make a nice straight edge. But that edging shovel serves multiple purposes. It's a really nice gardening tool. After that, you need a sturdy wheelbarrow. A wheelbarrow serves lots of purposes. Collect up all your junk out of your flower bed, pack it in a wheelbarrow, carry it off, set it to a burn pile or a compost heap, and then a few other specialized tools that you might need. Let's say you want to do an edge on your flower bed that is one of those garden wall blocks. You're going to need a sand hammer, and this is a 28-ounce cobalt sand hammer. What these allow you to do is kind of pound on your block without breaking them. And that's really important because if you use a solid hammer, like a steel hammer, you'll crack your block. These dead blow hammers are really nice for trying to get things level. And so with that, you also need, I would say at minimum, 2 foot or 3 foot level. This will allow you to level up your retaining wall block or your garden wall block and make things look really sharp. When you start getting things straight, you start getting things level, things tend to pop. Flat shovel. So when you're digging out your base for your garden wall block, flat shovel is really nice for lessening your work. If you take your flat shovel and you ought to know. Run it across the base where you're going to put your garden wall block. It'll create a much flatter surface to work with, so you don't have to worry about ups and downs and constantly. It's a time saver, really. It also does a nice job of scooping the river rock or mulch if you're shoveling that from your wheelbarrow into your landscape. And then lastly but not leastly, this is the only motorized product I would absolutely recommend. Of course, there's a broom. If you don't want to buy a blower, a hand blower works wonders. Not only will it blow off your sidewalks after mowing, will it clean off your retaining wall block, your garden wall block after you install it, blow out leaves out of your flower bed, blow off your porch, blow out your driveway, blow out your garage. For the amount of money that it costs for this, the time that you will save instead of getting a push broom is unbelievable. So I would highly recommend a hand blower of some sort. This is just a Husqvarna 125. Any hand blower, gas-powered hand blower, would do a tremendous job in cleaning up after your project is complete. Once again, that's all 10 tools. If you like what you see here, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, I'm Nick, and good gardening. In my opinion, these are the 10 landscapes. In my opinion, these are the 10 landscapes tools. Like, share, and subscribe.